So I'm going to load up my save. So you can see I've got the sword, you know, the onyx sword. Just show off my inventory. Level 40 fighter. Skills maxed out. So this dude is a tank. But yeah, so there's my character. So we're going to go back to the main menu and get this started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Drawn by a haunting voice, you come to the Elf Song Tavern. It is a small place, filled with a...
So once I talk to Ethan, I'm going to import my character, my level 40 character.
Grisly trophies.
Because if you import it before you talk to Ethan, once you go into the cellar, you'll automatically have the rusty dagger equipped, and I don't want that. So by waiting to import my character until after I talk to Ethan, I don't have to worry about carrying around this dagger.
This isn't the place for that.
Onyx sword is definitely way overkill down here, but it's nice to have. I love the onyx sword. Whoops. Helps if I get all the way through the door first. Whoops. First big out-of-bounds skip of the run. So essentially what I'm doing here is I'm switching my character to the player 2 position, and then letting the human in the player 1 position die. So that way I've got free reign to move this guy around. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to import this character back into the player 2 position. At that point I can delete the player 1 position without assuming the player 1 position coordinates. And then my dwarf will then become player 1 again, and the human will become player 2 again, and I will use player 2 to clip back inbounds. Oh, that went so smooth. And then we'll delete player 2 again, and now we're just the dwarf. The runs that I did last week, the getting out of bounds and back inbounds took several attempts. So that's one thing that'll hopefully hopefully I can get done a lot smoother in this run, is getting out of bounds and back in bounds without having to do it multiple times. Jello food.
I'll avenge you.
Didn't get that one on the first try. Here's for the second try. Cool. So that's going to be it for character import shenanigans for a while. The next time I'm going to be using that is going to be Thieves Guild Level 2. I'm going to skip a considerable portion of that level, which will be nice. Not quite sure how I gained 5 seconds in crypt level 1, but I will take it all day long. Orb is down.
Well, this isn't the place for that.
The really nice thing about New Game Plus, I don't have to worry about potions. I can get through this entire run without a single potion. It's wonderful. Since we never actually defeated this boss, now it wants you to fight him. And I'm not going to, because I don't need to. And we're just going to leave Ethon to rot. I'm still going to make a few saves in here, because there is possibility for some deaths to occur. So much easier getting over those that way. So now we're going to do this whole character import thing 3 times in this one level. We're just going to send him to his death.
I'll avenge you.
This part's a little weird because it tries to constantly push you back inbounds. And can also push you, just yeet you right off the map. So, got to be careful with that one. We're going to let this guy be Jello food again.
I'll avenge you.
Okay, that one didn't go as smooth as I wanted it to. Come on now. There we go. No! There we go. Well, I'm going to take a couple second hit here, but that's unfortunate. We made real short work of Karn, though. Gained back almost all of that time loss, so that was nice. Considerable amount of it, anyways. Well, it helped that I got 2 critical hits on him in that one fight. Shit, shit. Damn it! I'm gonna lose a big chunk of time here. Damn! That might have just killed my hopes right there. A 20-second time loss. It's the Yetis! Get out the way. Well, this run started pretty decent, and then the Thieves Guild was not kind to me.
This looks important.
Get out the way.
Found something.
And of course, I come to rest right on his campfire.
Found something.
I am so glad I am a tank through this part. This is one of the points in the run that I dread the most, at least in the no load manipulation runs. It's so bad. Alright, I'm still trailing by 13 seconds.
This looks important. This looks important.
I need to look and see if there's any, like, out-of-bounds stuff that could be viable in this area. Because I feel like after getting that second gear, going out of bounds until I get over by the third gear might actually save some time. Potentially. That's one of the areas I haven't looked at yet. But it's just going out of bounds and back in bounds with the amount of character importing you have to do. I just kind of assume that this would still be faster the normal way. Get out the way. But I'm starting to think, I'll have to look at the map too and really see, but I'm starting to think in Mines Level 1, getting the second gear and then going out of bounds and back in bounds might be viable. It would save a little bit of travel time. At least in any percent, too, it might keep me out of danger and maybe not go through so many potions. So that would be a likely benefit for any percent rather than New Game Plus. Because I can just tank everything on New Game Plus.
I love it.
Damn it. There we go. Well, I got the glitch out of bounds first shot. It was getting back in bounds that was the problem. Still saved 5 seconds there, though. Damn it. Now, there's a reason I'm doing this. I'm going to let player 1 here die. Because once I talk to Slavis, if I delete player 1, I assume the player 1 coordinates. Boom. Damn, and I still lost 8 seconds there. How in the hell? Well, I did hit a lot of, like, branches and stuff going through there with the bull rush. That can be kind of a hazardous area to go through. Here's hoping I get the Eldr dialogue skip on the first pause menu. That can take up to 5 or 6 pause menus. Because if I can get the Eldr dialogue skip first pause menu, and you'll see what I mean later when I get to that, that can save me upwards of 20 seconds. Get right up in his face. All right, let's see if I can see how this Eldrith dialogue skip goes. It's the first time I've done it in a run. Second shot. Look at that. Boom! 20 seconds right there at the end. Coming in hot.
And so it has come to pass that I...
So the way the Eldrith dialogue skip works, if you pause the game right as the loading screen is occurring to load this area here with Eldrith in it, if you hold the pause button during the load screen and the pause menu pops up, there's a chance that the dialogue script for Eldrith loads. And if it does and you re-import your character, you'll skip the dialogue and can go right into the fight. Whereas, and the way to tell that is when you have the pause menu open, if you can still see the player HUD, the health bar, your energy bar and the mini-map, then the dialogue script has not loaded. So if you go back and watch this, you'll see that after I imported my character once, the second time the pause menu came up, the health bar and everything was gone. So at that point, I imported my character one more time and was able to skip the dialogue at the beginning of this fight. That can save, depending on how many times you have to import your character, can be up to about a 20-second time save. Plus, importing your character in between the phases where Eldrith gets bigger, where she's immune to damage, that saves about 4 seconds. And with that, boom!
The flash of the
41 minutes, 51 seconds. And that is, without a doubt, the new world record. No dispute this time. It was looking a little rough there, to be honest with you, because I was half tempted to restart by the end of the Thieves Guild because I had lost 11 seconds due to the bad character import before Karn. Then I lost 20 seconds there in Thieves Guild Level 3.
I am invincible!
But I lost 20 seconds in Thieves Guild Level 3 from taking a death. So at that point, I was about 12 seconds behind, slipped up to 14.5 seconds behind, and then slowly made it all back up. And let's see. Yeah, by the time I got done with Onyx Tower Level 2, I was actually ahead. I slipped back behind a little bit. I didn't have to make that save in the Hall of Remembrance, but I just prefer to make one there. In any percent, you would probably want to make one there. But that Eldrith skip, I worked on this Eldrith fight I worked on that Eldrith skip and the Eldrith fight for several days, trying to figure out how to make that work and get that consistent. So yeah, there you have it. 41:51 is the new game plus world record. The record was held by Comrade Control. He, I think, had that for like 2 years. I think he's had that. Let me go ahead and check speedrun.com real quick. 1 year ago with a 42:12. So I beat that by what, 20 seconds? So yeah, I got a 23-second PB there. So and then just for the hell of it, I've been tinkering around with making a load remover for this game. We time by RTA. And honestly, this game probably always will be. But I've been working on an auto splitter for Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2, and there's been some interest in having a load remover for that one. So I've had a second instance of live split running in the background. So if we take the load times out of this, you can see right here, it's about 2.5 minutes worth of load times throughout the entirety of the run. So without load times is a 39:20. But this was just for experimentation. Just for shits and giggles. So there it is. There's the official time, 41:50. Well, not the official time. Even though I am a moderator for Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, I don't like the idea of verifying my own runs. So I'm going to go ahead and submit this after I upload it to YouTube, and it should be on speedrun.com hopefully soon. It would have been really nice not to have that death in there. Really nice not to have that death in Thieves Guild Level 3. But for the time being, there it is. I'm actually going to probably go back and like watch this run and Comrade's run side by side because I'm curious. Because in the PS2 version, you can actually skip all of Crypt 1, all of Crypt 2, all of Thieves Guild 1, all of Thieves Guild 2, and all of Thieves Guild 3. So that's like 5 whole levels you can skip on the PS2 version. And I was able to still beat that time by going through every level in the game. So I'm really kind of curious to see where I mean, obviously, probably load times is probably what does it, because the PS2 load times have got to be awful. But I'm just kind of curious to see how far ahead he gets and how long it takes me to catch back up. Really. And also on the PS2 version, you can skip the Eldrith cutscene after she dies. Or after you beat her, you can skip that one. So that's like a whole minute he's got on me right there, too. So I've got to be about a minute ahead before Eldrith. But anyway, for YouTube, up there will be the subscribe, and over there will be the playlist for somewhere up there for all my Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance runs. I'm going to cut this off, and then I'm going to do another one. But as for YouTube, this is going to be it. So until I see you again on YouTube, stay suave.